was asked to make a mold for the Primrose viola. This instrument was originally constructed in 1697 by Guarneri, who died the next year in 1698. Although the work is thought to have been completed by his son Giuseppe Guarneri, the father of the well-known Del Gesù. This instrument not only has a fantastic lineage, but also a rich history and performance through its namesake, William Primrose, who acquired the instrument in 1954. This instrument became William's solo instrument and took the place of the ex-Primrose Amati viola that he had previously used. The Primrose viola was made on the smaller Contra Alto design that replaced the earlier, larger, more unwieldy violas. Known as tenors, the Contra Alto had a shorter body length and shallower ribs, making it far easier to play and is favored by many performers. This, no doubt, came along with the more virtuosic playing of viola, and the pinnacle of this virtuosity was William Primrose. He was known for his tremendous technique. When Primrose performed Paganini's Violin Caprices on viola, Mischa Elman, the famous violinist, is said to have asserted, "It must have been easier on the viola." Primrose was also known as a teacher and taught at many great American institutions, from the University of California, the Jacobs School of Music at Indiana University, and the Tokyo University of Arts, and occasionally at the Juilliard School. Most surprisingly to me, from 1979 to 1982, he was a guest lecturer at the Brigham Young University, where he died in 1982, in Provo, Utah, less than 5 miles away from my family home. Yes, my family home, when I was 6 years old. I might have unknowingly crossed paths with this viola virtuoso as a child, and somehow that ties me, and all of us really, to the past. There's a connection between myself and the grandfather of Del Gesù. Unfortunately, the Primrose Guarneri viola was sold to a former student in the 70s, and sold again to Ulrich Fritz, who used the instrument during his 30-year tenure at the Berlin Philharmonic. One of the most interesting things about this instrument to me is the tone wood choices, which are not ideal. The back is made from a very slightly flamed, but by no means spectacular slab. There are wings glued to all 4 bouts, and the center slab has obvious knots in the upper bout. The top is also less than spectacular, with widening grain at the extremities of the upper and lower bouts. There's a lesson to be learned here. Top-grade tone wood is not a necessity. Good and even great-sounding instruments can be made from humble stock. It's the design and construction of the instrument that make it great. The music of the 17th century required more melodic playing from the viola, and as the range of notes required grew higher and higher, the instrument design had to adapt to meet those requirements. The Contra Alto design was a solution then, as it is today. This design, made popular by Guarneri, remains just as popular today and has even been called the ideal model. This instrument is one of only 3 remaining Guarneri family violas and is certainly a thing of beauty. I, for one, am happy to have helped someone make yet another instrument on this great model.